Welcome back everyone to another installment of Blind Buys with Watches Review, and right here I have a kind of neat little item. It's a Kabaya candy toy for some series I'm not familiar with, but it seems to sort of draw inspiration from Japanese folklore and stuff, specifically the horror end, which, I'm always quite the fan of, and I do like the box art here. I have reason to believe this was originally a manga. There's even like an artist or author bio on the side here. Or mangaka, which, is kind of the two things rolled up in one. So they often do the art and the stories. Now here's some of the other selections available in the line. None of these I can really quite name, although, I was really hoping to have got the cat at the gate doors here. I did not. I mean, most of them actually looked kind of cool, but unfortunately the one that I ended up picking up was one of the two that I didn't really like, and to not spoil it any further, it's just like this hag in March or something. Also, if you happen to know the name of this, just let me know and I'll toss it up in the video description. Especially if you know the name of the character, or if you can read kanji or katakana. I can't really remember how the what each one's called, but here's a little sketch of what it will look like. Bio again, and then I guess original folklore here. Again, for the life of me, cannot identify what this is supposed to be. Just looks like a generic spirit of some sort, although that's some pretty wicked looking art. Now it's bagged separately, then you have to sort of assemble the display here. So I'm going to pause the video for a second while I do that in, a second. And here we have the item assembled. It's actually a pretty cool little display piece. There is a, pretty decent amount of detail and paint on it for what it is. Or at least to the extent that it looks a lot better than you might expect, especially if you look at the detailing and stuff in the grass areas, and I just think it captures the whole sort of art and that aspect of it very, very well. Again, the major problem is the fact that this is something I don't particularly care about, but good art is its own it does have its own appeal. I'm not exactly sure what this is. I believe it has some water controlling power or something, and that was largely why I thought it was like a marsh or something. 'Cause, I mean, what else can just, or where else would you just have water randomly appearing out of nowhere? Now, I'm also not 100% sure like how much of a blind boxed item this may or may not be. Because on the front of the package you have like this little circular thing. I was just wondering if possibly, where's the blister? The blister or some aspect of it might have been exposed in pack, and so people might be able to know what number this is, because this is marked 6, and if you look at the back of the box, it is the 6th one in the rotation. Also, the little bag that the blister and stuff was contained in is marked with a lot of repeating 6s. So yeah, possibly not completely random, although, they don't overtly display which one it is on the box. Although they might tell you, just because, there might be some indication, and because I can't read Japanese or whatever, I could likely have missed out on that. At any rate, I actually found this when I was looking for another Kabaya candy toy. I bought it for, I think it was either $5 with 6 shipping and handling, or $6 with $5 shipping and handling, so $11 for this, and I don't know if it's money well spent or not. I mean, it definitely is a pretty neat item. It definitely has a certain amount of appeal to it. Again, it's just not one of the characters I would have preferred, although, again, looking at this, it's just pretty nice, and I will keep seeing again and again and again for no apparent reason, because I feel that it makes a point of or something. I don't know. But yeah, this has been a look at this thing right here from this series right here of the Kabaya candy toys. Kind of neat item. Would likely pick up the stuff I knew was inside it, but probably or may not be getting anything else from the series just because, yeah, I imagine it's a bit more obscure, a bit hard to find and everything. But until next time, folks.